Hey, kids.
All right. Oh, you're
There we
right.
go. Put on teams that start. Captain.
Probably just Bruce. Probably put a drone up. This is Chief. Just to let you know, this is Chief Swope from the fire department. He's going to give you a briefing on what's going on over there. Chief Fishbox over there. He's been coordinating with the fire department on their situation there. Chief Swope.
Thank you. So approximately 9 a.m. this morning, one of the companies that do sustainable waste solutions in Avon on Schneider Court called the fire department. They were neutralizing a chemical as part of their daily process, and during that neutralizing that chemical, they had some type of release they weren't sure of, so they called us to kind of investigate. As our fire engine got there, a couple minutes later, we noticed a large release of vapor cloud of some sort, a light in color. And so we ended up calling the Hazmat team, Lorraine County Hazmat team, which is a combination of multiple departments. That Hazmat team is now on scene and investigating further. We don't know the chemicals at this point. They have the manifest and the Hazmat team knows them. I don't personally know what chemicals are involved. It appears that it is part of their normal procedure to neutralize, and some of this vapor is expected. Why this release is larger, that is still being investigated. Currently, the release is happening very infrequently, and it's getting smaller each time. The Hazmat team has made entry to the site to check it for corrosives and different acids and thermal imaging, and they have none of that. So none of that has been released into the atmosphere as far as they can tell from their current testing. There does need to be a little bit more testing to determine the cause, and at that point, we evacuated a larger area just because we weren't sure what the chemicals are. The more information we get back, we'll start confining that area back to probably the building of origin, or maybe even the area of origin that the release was originally from. Like Draw said, that the police and fire are working together, and the Lorraine County Hazmat team, those are the only organizations involved at this point, plus our city services helping with cones and street closures or areas. There are people that evacuated on their own as well. So some companies we did not call to evacuate, or we did not tell them to evacuate. They did voluntary evacuations. And so we'll be, like I said, giving updates as much as we can. We're hoping another one within the hour. Any questions?
Was there a fire at some point too, or was it just the chemical?
It was just a chemical release. There was no fire. It comes in as a fire investigation anytime we send the fire department out to something, so that could have been, and the fire engines are the ones that would respond first, but there was no fire.
And just confirming too, no injuries or anyone transported?
No injuries, no one transported. There's an ambulance on site. That's more for the hazardous materials team, so when they go in, there's a backup as a precaution.
Is this typical of the facility, or does this usually happen, or is this pretty rare for you guys to handle?
It's pretty rare for us to handle, yeah. Normally, everything that happens in that facility, they kind of take care of on their own, and it doesn't release outside of their area.
Could you clarify on all evacuations are complete?
Yes, so we initially evacuated the immediate area. We have a guidebook that basically tells if there's an unknown origin, it just gives a recommended area to evacuate, which is 1,500 feet, which is what we initially did downwind of the release. So that affected JCPenney's, Lowe's, and then Petco did a voluntary. Some other people did voluntary. Walmart, I heard, did a voluntary. So that was just, they were seeing people evacuated and out of an error of caution. We've been working with the Hazmat team to identify the chemicals so we can actually get more of a specific area that we need released, if any.
Is Schneider Court the only road, or is it Chester and 83?
Schneider Court is the only road closed. Yep.
And can you name the company?
Reworld. Reworld's the name of the company, that the sustainable waste company.
Were they the ones that contacted you guys?
Correct.
Okay. And can you talk at all about Reways?
Reworld.
Reworld.
Yeah, they're just a company that does sustainable waste, and that facility manages hazardous waste and neutralizes it for other companies.
Can you talk what the response was like from you guys, kind of what you guys have to go through that process?
So our initial response on an investigation like that is to send an engine with a crew of 3, which is what we did. And then when they saw the plume that everyone was talking about, that's when they started calling in other resources. The Hazmat team, basically we start and take a area to evacuate, and then we let the hazmat team that have technicians and more specialized equipment handle the rest of it. Currently, the hazmat team does have 4 detectors in an area around the facility that aren't picking up any type of trace of chemicals. So as that happens, they'll bring those in closer and closer to make sure that everything's fine. So
Was that plume like over the building, coming out?
I did not see it, but I heard it was pretty impressive. So
What we're going to do is we'll work with the fire department as updates come in, because of the fact that we've been sending them out from the police department because the chief wanted us to work together. I'll just keep sending them out to you. This way, when you see something from the police department, you'll know it's updates from us. But as it goes along, we'll make sure, because we know this is a situation where people get a little antsy. We want to make sure we keep them updated as to what's going on. And once the situation's resolved, you guys will know it as fast as we will know it.
What would you say to the members of the public as far as, staying away from that area?
yeah, follow the police directions. Cones, don't drive through or around cones, which we have more cones out now because that was happening. And so yeah, just pay attention to the police and the public that's out there trying to keep you out of the area. And then otherwise, just keep travel as normal. This is, again, we haven't found anything in the air or the atmosphere around this. This was more of a precaution as far as the evacuation zone until they can truly identify it.
Did Reworld say if this has happened before, and if it has, did they give you a time frame on when how long it takes to dissipate something?
The people that we've talked to, and there's several on staff at Reworld that are working with police and fire right now. We are focusing more on this incident, so we didn't really get into past incidents, or I personally haven't. So you might be able to get a statement from them. As far as time factor, once the hazmat team does identify the chemicals, then they'll get back to us as far as if any isolation is needed, or if this was normal. So
Can you describe their process? I mean, does a tanker truck come in and then they have to unload it?
I wouldn't be able to describe that. Yeah, you'd have to get that from them.
Okay?
So, all right. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Like I said, as soon as the fire department gives me stuff, I'll shoot it out to you guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sounds like that's what we're doing now. Both of you said it was okay.
Hey guys, sorry.